Hello and welcome to my latest video. As usual, I will point out at the beginning that this video is my personal opinion. You don't have to agree with it, but I will ask that you respect it. This video I made to share with you my personal thoughts on the new released game Assassin's Creed Origins. Obviously, I am not a professional reviewer. I'm not even what you would call a serious gamer. I love playing computer games, always have, probably always will. But I'm not really what you would call brilliant on games. I don't like playing multiplayer, especially not online multiplayer, because I'm nowhere near as good as half the people on there. But I enjoy playing games. But I'm happy with that level on games. There are times that I wish I was better so I could join a tournament, but everyone's got their own level. Anyway, Assassin's Creed Origins. Obviously Syndicate was the last game to come out, and that was a couple of years ago. I have loved the majority of the Assassin's Creed games. My favourite being Assassin's Creed 2. I think Ezio was the last great Assassin's Creed character. I have enjoyed the Assassin's Creed games since. I just think Ezio is the best in my opinion. Now, a lot of people would say that Assassin's Creed has not been good since Black Flag, and to some extent I'd agree with that. The three worst Assassin's Creed games, in my personal opinion, are Assassin's Creed 3, Assassin's Creed Unity, and Syndicate. But Unity was terrible. There's no way around that. Unity was a terrible game. It's the first Assassin's Creed game that I didn't play all the way through because I couldn't stand it. It's the first one that I really did not like. Assassin's Creed 3, its biggest sin was its main character was boring. Connor was just a boring character. It's a shame really, because it started you off with Haytham, and Haytham was brilliant. Haytham Kenway. If he was the assassin and kept playing with him, I'd have loved that game. It'd probably be in my top 3 Assassin's Creed games. Unity. Where do I start? Unity was... there was nothing about Unity that I liked. Absolutely nothing. Syndicate, I didn't love it like I have some Assassin's Creed games, but I don't think it was as bad as everybody else seems to think it was. It was an enjoyable game. I enjoyed playing it. I enjoyed the relationship between the brothers and the brother and sister, Evie and Jacob Fry. Now, my understanding is the reason why it took them so long to release a new Assassin's Creed game is because of the unpopularity of the last few games. They decided to do a complete redesign of the game, and by what I've seen so far of Origins, I mean I've only played a couple of hours of it, but so far it does feel like a completely different game to the previous Assassin's Creed games. And it's the differences that initially had me worried. One of the differences, for example, is instead of eagle vision, you have an actual eagle that flies above the city and you can switch between your character and the eagle to mark off points in the city. That worried me at first, but it works. It's a brilliant idea, and it's fun switching between the two people. Another change is that the minimap has gone and been replaced by a compass, which again worried me at first, but it does work for the game. It works for this game, yes. And there's nothing so far about Assassin's Creed Origins that I don't like. I mean, as I say, I've only played it for a couple of hours. It may be absolutely terrible from this point out. I doubt it, but it's possible. Another thing they've said for Origins is that the world map is going to be the biggest we've seen yet. Now, I know it's set in Egypt, so it's mainly desert, but from what I've seen so far, the scenery is absolutely gorgeous. So, if it keeps up that quality, again, you're not going to get bored. I mean, I've spent most of the 2 hours playing the game just riding around and looking at the people and the scenery and the sky, and it's all lovely. And you'll be glad to know that this assassin can swim, which obviously pre-Ezio none of them could. I believe Ezio could swim. Auditore, I believe he died the second he touched any water, which was daft. But yes, this assassin can swim, and you've got to swim underwater to find sunken treasures and things like that. Sorry, I do seem to be saying quite a lot. I'm not used to just talking like this. As you know, I've not got that many YouTube videos out. So please do forgive the tone of my voice. I know I've not got the most exciting of voices out there. But anyway, shall we get back to the review? The strangest change seems to be the stealth. I don't know if it's just the way I'm playing, but it seems very hard to sneak up on people when there's no grass for you to hide in. But on the other hand, if somebody sees you at a distance, they don't suddenly know you're the enemy and all come charging at you. Usually the one that's seen you will come to investigate, and it's a good way to split up groups. I've not had much chance to enjoy the stealth completely, because most of your stealth weapons I haven't unlocked yet. So I'll have to see how that goes when I play some more. But it doesn't hurt the game, the stealth so far. Another thing I'm not sure of yet is whether we'll be getting any modern day characters with the whole Animo going back in time and viewing the ancestors' memory thing. The way it looks at the moment, we may well do, but I haven't encountered that yet. And usually you get that at the beginning of the game. Personally, I'm hoping that that's not in it, because that is the one thing about Assassin's Creed that I wasn't overly keen on. I like the idea of playing these different characters throughout history, but I wasn't overly keen on the whole people from the modern day in a virtual reality playing. It always took me out of the character somewhat, because I knew I wasn't playing as that character. I was playing as Desmond Miles, for example, remembering that character. And it made it a bit harder to get fully invested with the character. But again, that's just my personal opinions. Yours might be completely different. So we'll have to wait for later on to see. I mean, so far I've not even left Siwa, which is the May 1st city you visit. We'll have to see where I go from here, and if that does come in, if the whole Animus thing does come into play. One thing that does disappoint about this game is the main character is not going to be as memorable as some of the previous characters. I mean, I've been playing for 2 hours and I'm still not sure what his name is. But maybe that's just because not many people have said it so far, and maybe I will end up remembering. Apparently, they are going to be making several games with the Origins characters. I'm hoping in one of the games they shift to ancient Rome, because since day one thing I've wanted to play as is a assassin who was a former slave / gladiator in Rome. I don't know if the series that comes out of this game will be following the same character or not, but I think it'd be good to have a few different characters introduced over the games, a few different main protagonists. I mean, as I say, if they do the gladiator turned assassin character, it could be somebody who is mentored by this game's character, which could be interesting. And that's really it. As I say, so far I'm loving the game. I'm going to upload this video to YouTube and then carry on playing it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, then please do like, comment and subscribe. And please tell me who your favourite Assassin's Creed character is and where you would like to see them go with future games. Thank you very much. I hope to hear from you soon, and I will see you on the next video.